guys, it's Laura and welcome back to the dog vlog. We hope you guys are having or have had an amazing holiday break. We sure have, but we missed you guys and 3 weeks was far too long for us, so we thought that we would come back with a nice little video to start off the new year, and we decided that we might do a quick Q&A for you guys. So the reason I'm making this Q&A is because you guys have been absolutely amazing lately. This past year you guys have been absolutely awesome and you have completely smashed our subscriber number out of the park. Within 8 months we have gained 500 subscribers and we are now at 550. To me, that is an amazing number. To some it might seem small, but to me it is absolutely amazing to know that around 550 people want to see more of the videos that I make, want to see more of our fluffy family, the dogs. 550 people want to have us in their lives, and I think that is just amazing. I can't believe it was only 8 months ago that I made that 50 subscriber video, and you guys know how excited I was about having 50 subscribers, and now I have 500 more within 8 months. It's just kind of mind-blowing for me. Like, I love each and every one of you, and I think you guys know that because I say it in every video and whenever I post on Instagram or whatever. You guys are just, I love you guys so much. So yeah, I wanted to say thank you guys for, you know, smashing that subscriber number within 8 months to now get us to 500 subscribers and more. And so last night I took to Instagram and said, hey guys, I want to do a Q&A tomorrow. Send me in some questions and I'll answer them in a video for you. So that's what you guys did, and I have a few questions here. Majority of them are agility related. Really? Majority of them are agility related, so I think you guys are hinting at me that you want more agility videos, but don't worry, they are coming, okay? Just hold your horses. We're in the middle of summer here in Australia and it is bloody hot. I'm sweating right now and it's only 33 degrees Celsius, so I'm sorry about the lack of videos lately. But yeah, anyway, on to the Q&A. Okay, today's first question comes from the Daily Labrador, and they say, will you be making another agility video soon? Yes, we will. As I just said, it's so hot right now in Australia, so I've been trying to stay out of the sun, but at the same time I really want to film some DIY agility videos for you guys, like the dog walk and the seesaw. Every one of you guys wants to see how I made my seesaw, so trust me, those videos are coming up soon. You just have to be patient with me because I don't want to melt while I'm filming it. So yes, agility videos are coming up soon. Just have to be a little bit patient, but yes, they are coming to answer your question. They also said, Ziggy refuses to jump the tyre. Please help, our tyre is just a hula hoop with blue ribbon going around it. I'm not sure why he is refusing. Okay, so the first tip that I would probably give to you to train your dog the tyre jump is that you guys have to remember it's pretty scary. It's not just like a vertical bar. We call it vertical bars even though they're horizontal. Anyway. It's not just like a normal jump where they can go over it. It's kind of scary. It's round, you know, it's bigger. They have to go through it and they're like, it's gonna eat me. You know, dogs have very small brains compared to us. They don't see things the way that we see them, and anything can be scary to them. So you just sort of have to break down the obstacle and get them confident with it bit by bit. So the first thing I would suggest you do is probably remove the hula hoop from the actual frame if you have a frame on it, and just have it on the ground. Have someone hold it up for you so that your dog can run through it. Sit your dog down on one side of it and then you go on the other side with a food treat or their favourite toy, anything that will prompt them to go through it, and basically just call your dog, and as soon as they run through that tyre or the hula hoop, reward them a lot. Like, go crazy over them, fuss the hell out of them. Tell them what they did was great, that's what you want them to do. And then as they get more confident at going through the hula hoop or the tyre, start to build it up a bit. So start to put it on the frame, but put it really low so it still sits on the ground but it's hanging from its frame. Just continue to run them through it, and then as they get better at that, start to raise the hoop off the ground a bit more, so then they start to jump. And then the more confident that they get, the more that you can raise the hoop up until it's at that point that it's the height that they want to jump. That's basically how I trained the tyre jump to my dogs. I just sat it on the ground first and let them run through it. That's basically probably the easiest way for your dog to do it without them getting terrified of it. I hope that helped, and good luck with that one. The next question comes from Episki, I think that's how you say it. And they said, what sort of commands or basic things do you need to teach your dog for agility? Loki really enjoys his agility, but as he's only 7 months old, he can't do any higher impact stuff yet. We've been practicing weaves and the tunnel, but I think he needs something else to challenge him. Thank you. Basically, you need to make sure that when you call your dog is going to come to you straight away. They're not going to go, oh no, I want to sniff this first and eventually I'll make my way over to you. You want your dog, as soon as you call their name or say come here, they're going to come to you and be obedient about it. Next thing you're probably going to need is to make sure that your dog knows how to sit and drop and, you know, basic commands and tricks like that. So when you're at that start line of the agility arena and you're competing, you can get your dog to sit and you can do a lead out, which is basically where you get your dog to sit at the start line and then you walk into the course sort of like 3 or 4 jumps ahead, and then you call them and they'll go over the jumps up to you. So then basically you're just getting a head start. So I've made a video before, it's like teaching a dog to get out or blind crosses and that sort of thing. I can link it down below for you guys. It's quite a helpful video. So basically when you're doing agility and you get higher up in the levels and you start to get better at it while you're competing and everything, it's handy to start to teach your dog distance work. This is great for if you have a dog which isn't quite ready to start doing jumps or anything yet. You stand in one spot and you send your dog out. So in the video I get just a pole, a ground pole with a stake on the end, and I stick it in the ground. And then I sort of start like a meter away from it and I say get out or go round, and I just give the hand signal like that. Basically you want your dog to go around the pole on its own, and then as they get better you can start to go further and further away. Zach and I can probably get pretty far away from the pole or the jump that we want, and I just say get out and I point to it. That's really important. But I teach you all of that in that video. You point to it and your dog goes around it by themselves. That's called distance work. So when you're running a course you can just say get out, and you don't have to do a lot of running. You want your dog to do the larger section of the course and you stay pretty chilled. Basically you want your dog to come to you when you call it, like straight away. You want your dog to be able to sit and drop for those lead outs at the start line. You also want to be able to teach them distance work, and I think all of those things are great for if your dog is below the 18th month level of where they can't do any jumps or anything yet. That's a great way to start your dog on agility with just basic commands. So yes, that's probably a really long-winded answer to your question, but there you go. Those are 4 commands which I suggest you guys train your dog before you start any agility. Yeah. The next question is from Lolo_Blecky, and they say, how old does a dog have to be to start agility training? So basically in Australia for ADAA, which is our main agility company, is that what you'd call it? Main agility organisation, that's the one. Basically ADAA stands for Agility Dog Association of Australia, and they have a basic rule which is your dog has to be over 18 months to start agility training. So anything less than 18 months, which is a year and a half by the way guys, then you can really only do small stuff. So that means no jumps, no like A-frames or dog walks unless they're at a really, really low angle, no seesaw, basically high impact stuff. You can't train your dog unless they're 18 months or older, and that's basically just because they're still a puppy if they're below 18 months and their shoulder plates and everything is still growing and they're not set yet. So if you do anything which is high impact, it could potentially lead to injury later on, and maybe even stump their growth or whatever. So yeah, 18 months in Australia is the age that you should start training your agility dog. And our last question today comes from Sydney.Dos. And she says, do you always jump the height that you will be competing at, or do you do smaller exercises and only jump to height a few times? Well, because Zach and Lucy were different heights, Zach was 300mm and Lucy was 250, it was kind of hard, so I had to always change the jump cups and everything. So most of the time I just trained at Lucy's height, which is 250 or 25cm. But I do suggest that if you guys are training up for agility, you train at the height that your dog is going to compete at, so then that way when they get into the agility arena they're not going to be like, whoa, these jumps are really big, I'm used to jumping like this high when I need to be jumping this high, you know what I mean? So it is really important that you guys do train at the height which your dog is going to compete at. You don't have to do that all the time. Sometimes I just had days where I was like, yeah, your dogs can just sort of have a chilled day, just sort of jump like 20 or 200, whatever you want to call it. But most of the time I did train them at full height, as it did strengthen their muscles and it got them used to jumping and clearing the bar at the height that they're going to be competing at. I need to take a breath. So that when they got into that competing arena, they weren't dropping bars, which is bad because it means you don't get a clear round, it means you don't get a certificate. So yeah, I would highly suggest jumping at the height that you're going to compete at, because as I said, it will strengthen the muscles in your dog and it will get them used to jumping a height where they won't hit the bar. So that's what I suggest. Okay, so that's all the questions that you guys sent in for me via Instagram. I can leave the link to that down below. If you guys are interested, go give us a follow, check us out. I hope I answered your questions well, and I wish you luck in your future agility endeavours. I think that makes sense. Yeah, and thank you guys all so much for 550 subscribers. I cannot believe it. That is an amazing number. I love you all so much. Oh, give me a hug. As I said earlier, I have a lot of really exciting videos coming up for you guys, including agility ones. Whoop, whoop. Because I know that all of you guys want to see them, like legit. You guys never stop asking me about agility, which it's great. You guys should keep doing that because you know what? You have inspired me to make some agility equipment, so keep it up, guys. You guys are my inspirators. No, inspirers. Inspirees? Inspirator is like breathing, I think. I don't know. Inspirers. You inspire me. Okay, just leave it at that. Yes, so I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I want to thank you all so much for getting me to over 500 subscribers. That is amazing, and I can't believe you guys smashed it. You did it within 8 months, which is just even better. I love you all so much. I thank you all for your support. You guys are just absolutely lovely. I couldn't ask for better subscribers than you guys. As always, I will leave our Instagram down below, so check that out and maybe even give us a follow. I hope you guys really enjoyed today's video. I have a lot of exciting ones coming up. I can't wait. So they'll be like DIYs, maybe, don't hold me on this, but maybe they might even be an agility tutorial. I've got some funny videos coming up, some lifestyle videos coming up. I'm just so excited because I have got like a full list of videos coming up. But as always, I love it when you guys send in video suggestions because it lets me know what you guys want to see. So comment them down below if you have any video suggestions for us, and don't forget to subscribe also and join our fluffy fam because we will love you forever as you guys are just amazing. And yeah, we'll see you on the next one. Bye! I love these lights so much.